Hello all, Unicorn of War here. I recently attended New York Comic-Con thanks to a dear friend, by which I mean I went Thursday, nearly died on the train ride there from sitting backwards, slept the whole next day to cope with my exhaustion, and obsessively scrolled through my social media for news on panels on the following days. So now we're here to discuss the latest news on all things. If you're only here for a certain thing, here be the time codes. We're talking Steven Universe, The Owl House, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, The Dragon Prince, and of course, RWBY. Now without further ado, let's begin. So let's begin with news on a brand new animated series coming to Disney Channel in January, The Owl House. Created by Dana Terrace, The Owl House is described as a horror comedy series, where the young Luz befriends a witch named Edda and a warrior named King, which actually is voiced by Alex Hirsch, so that's cool. Luz's main goal is to become the witch, and so she becomes Edda's apprentice. I'm probably saying Edda wrong because it's been a long time since I've seen the clip, and oh well. We'll go with it. We've already seen both the intro and the ending credits, and I absolutely love the series animation so far. The art style is unique, and the animation is incredibly fluid. Not to mention that the ending credits give me a lot of Star vs. the Forces of Evil vibes, and I'm here for it. I'm very much excited to see what the show has to offer, especially now that Star vs. the Forces of Evil has wrapped up. They also released a special sneak preview at Comic-Con, which I will link up in the card over there and in the description below. Now, I've made a video talking about the Steven Universe movie before, along with a review of the first season a long time ago, and my main point in my video on the movie was that I was most certain this was the end to the series, and as such, it was the perfect epilogue. I did, however, make a note that I could see the series continuing on from there, and if it did, I would be more than happy to see where it goes in wrapping up any loose ends. And that's exactly what we're getting. It was officially confirmed by Rebecca Sugar that there would be a final 6th season of sorts. Steven Universe Future is a limited series that will be taking place after the events of the movie, and more than likely will only be getting 1 season. So any loose ends left over from the series, specifically White Diamond's rather fast turnaround, are probably going to be addressed here. Along with more problems for Steven, because that's just how the universe is. The full opening for the series has already been released, and again, link in description. She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, meanwhile, has its 4th season consisting of 13 episodes. Thank God it's not getting split in half, thank the Lord. Releasing on November 5th. Viewers will remember a big shakeup during the season 3 finale, and the new trailer hints at a lot of changes going forward for the series, including Glimmer becoming the Queen of Bright Moon, and Catra leading the Horde's forces, and both of them getting fierce new hairstyles. I love all of this. Likewise, Book 3, Son of the Dragon Prince will be releasing on Netflix on November 22nd. I think that's the same day as Frozen 2, so wow, everything is coming out at the same time, wow. And this season will follow Callum and Rayla as they continue their journey through the fantastical kingdom of Zadia, while Callum's younger brother Ezrin will return to the kingdom of Katalis to try and restore order. I haven't actually discussed my thoughts on the series on the channel thus far, so if you have not checked it out, you definitely should on Netflix. I am definitely interested in doing a review of the series and perhaps even a video essay about Netflix animated series in general in the future. We've also learned about a partnership between Wonderstorm, the company which produces The Dragon Prince, and Dark Horse, the company who have done all the comic book stories for Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. This new book will be called The Art of the Dragon Prince, and will contain, as you probably guessed, behind-the-scenes content and concept art. And now, the big news. First, we'll cover non-Volume 7 stuff, just to get it out of the way. First and foremost, that Team RWBY is coming to Smite, Battleground of the Gods, in November. Admittedly, I know jack shit about Smite, but awesome that my girls get to be kicking ass in the big leagues, and any Smite players get excited. And if this video is on schedule to come out Wednesday, today actually marks the release of the first physical issue of the DC Comics series, which will also feature a variant cover by artist Jim Lee. The digital releases will continue to release semi-monthly on Thursdays, and so far I'm really enjoying them. People have been shouting about them not being canon, but we have kind of made it clear that they need to accommodate all the new readers and also tell the story the best they can in a completely different medium. And I love the stories, so les shush, please. Now, Volume 7 is on schedule to release November 2nd for first members. Miles and Carrie have confirmed that Roosterteeth has actually greenlit Volumes 8 and 9 ahead of time, and they actually started writing Volume 8 Chapter 1 the day of the Hammerstein panel. This means that the Atlas arc will be far more cohesive than the previous arcs, and I'm very happy to hear that RWBY is working fewer hours, and that they're much further along in production at this point than they have ever been for any previous volume. Of all their shows, RWBY's production process has seemed to be the one that animators actually, like the most, but I am very, very happy about these improvements. The trailer likewise has dropped, and I absolutely love it. I won't be doing a reaction video considering I've already seen it, but I will say that I dig Team Junior's new outfits, yes, even Jean's hair, fight me, and I am very, very scared for how bad Ironwood's mental state ought to be by now. Now, we don't know the name of the saber-toothed tiger Grimm in the trailer, but the worm Grimm are confirmed to be called Sentinels, and Miles and Carrie specifically noted that they spelled it really weird because why the hell not? And yes, I was present at the panel, so I got an exclusive glimpse at the first 12 minutes of Chapter 1. I will not say any more of the details, nor will I confirm anything to respect RWBY's wishes, but I will say that it looks fantastic so far. This episode was actually originally going to be the Volume 6 finale, but it was scrapped for time and because it felt kind of out of place. And I am very happy that they made this choice. This feels like it works so much better as a premiere than a finale already. Not to mention the animation, specifically the lighting and mantle, looks gorgeous. Ooh, get ready to cry, y'all. We're in for a fucking treat. Oh, also Jason sounds really great as Crow thus far. I will be doing reaction videos as usual, hopefully with Jeremy if we have the time, and I'll also be doing mini reviews of each episode, but these will only release once the episodes are out for the public. Also, y'all might have noticed Roosterteeth releasing the RWBY Complete series over on their animation channel. Not only do I think this is brilliant marketing to get people into the show easier before the new volume, but it's also great to make watching the volumes in one sitting easier, and also to get them onto the animation channel without deleting or cannibalizing views from the original standalone chapters that are over on the main channel. As of writing the script, they have released Volumes 1 and 2 and Volume 3 Part 1, so it stands to reason they will be doing this for up to Volume 5. If I recall correctly, Volume 6 will be releasing on the RT animation channel week to week, while Volume 7 comes out on the RT website. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then I think you might enjoy my other content such as my reviews and video essays on animation, particularly RWBY. And definitely my documentary series on the complicated history of the Winx Club franchise. And if you like what you find, then remember to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications because YouTube hates creators. If you would like to further support myself and the channel, then please consider, if you are able to, pledging your support over on Patreon. I am currently saving up for publishing costs for my novel next year, so any kind of support is very much appreciated. Fair warning though, there is a private Discord server called the Asshole Parade that certain tiers give you access to, but the bot has been very finicky in giving people their automatic invites, so if you have any issues, please message me privately and I will get to you as quickly as possible. And speaking of my book, I am currently hard at work at one final round of revisions before a final proofread. I am determined to publish this in 2020 so that you can all finally enjoy it, and so it's off my shoulders, so god, so much stress. It is called Disanerbis from the Ashes, and if you would like to learn more about it, you can check out the synopsis on the Goodreads page, as well as the first chapter in the description below. I'm the Unicorn of War, and this has been a shit show.
And while we're asking for things, you could subscribe.
And it would make us ever so happy if you dang that bell.
I just want to be happy.